notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol.
Well, that was wild. But you know what's even more wild is how this administration is able to link Tylenol to autism, but somehow cannot link guns to mass shootings. Any hoozles, here's why this claim about how acetaminophen, brand name Tylenol, causing autism does not hold up to scrutiny, and why it's actually the opposite. Oh yeah, in case y'all forgot, that PharmD at the end of my name, that stands for Doctorate of Pharmacy, so I know a thing or two about Tylenol. But let's read the receipts together. What's being said here is that acetaminophen is being linked to increasing rates of autism, and that pregnant people should just tough it out when they have a fever or infection. But here's where we need to put our critical thinking caps on. I know some of ours are more dusty than others, but you gotta put it on all the same. Listen, Tylenol has been around for a long time. It's been prescribed for pain since 1893. If this drug were causing autism at any meaningful rate, don't you think we would have noticed by now? The FDA has decades of open access clinical data for anyone to view, and there is no such connection. When a medication has been safely used by millions of pregnant people for over a century, then those extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. In reality, it's more the opposite. Untreated fever during pregnancy, especially in the second trimester, has shown to increase autism risk by twofold. So the president just told pregnant people to avoid the medication that treats the condition that can increase risk. But this news didn't just come out of nowhere. So what prompted this press conference? The claim seems to come from mainly two different studies. The first one doesn't even assess autism, it assesses ADHD. The second one relies on self-reports from mothers, which the study itself writes is a major caveat to be taken into consideration when looking at the results. But here's the real issue. None of these studies can separate out whether the autism came from the acetaminophen or from whatever was causing these pregnant people to become so sick to actually need the medication in the first place. And no study has been able to tease out that difference. Now let's talk about studies that actually matter. The largest study to date on this topic was done in Sweden, where they tracked 2.5 million children from 1995 to 2019, their acetaminophen prescription data, and their midwife reports. The difference in rates between acetaminophen exposed kids and unexposed was a whopping 0.09%. But here's the most fascinating